But I just wanted to get this haul done because I'm so excited about some new things that I recently picked up. No, I normally don't have a whole lot of money to buy very, very nice products, but every now and again I save and I work really hard for my money. So don't judge me with all this crazy stuff. I recently I recently went to Sephora and the Mac Pro store by where I live and Lush. So I'm going to just show you some of the things I got from there because I'm really excited. I have been doing more freelance work lately, freelance makeup work with like weddings and big bridal parties and stuff like that. So I had to get some stuff for my kit. That's why I picked up some brush cleanser. I have used it on my brushes before, but this is just my favorite thing ever for spot cleaning. You've probably seen it on YouTube before. It looks like that. It's pink. You can recycle anything, plastic or glass, as part of the back-to-back recycling program. So if you use a bottle of this, you can go bring it in for your empties. So this is my favorite thing ever for spot cleaning. I have other things that I like for deep cleansing my brushes, but this is the best thing that's going to sanitize your brushes and condition them as well. I already went ahead and put them in my Pro palette. This is a duo palette. You can kind of put any insert you want. But I just have blushes on one side and eyeshadows on one side. I picked up Bone Beige and Sculpt by MAC. These are pro items. It's like their contouring and shaping powders. They're actually pretty inexpensive. I think they're $16 for a pan, maybe $17, which I think is a really good price for what you're getting. So these are like the more cool tone contouring shades, good for light to medium skin tone. This is another good kit item that, but I think other people, just the everyday person, would like it as well. This is the Transparent Finishing Powder by MAC. It is clear, white, doesn't give a white cast, and it photographs really well. So I like that it actually is clear and can go on pretty much any skin tone, because some white powders might say they're transparent and don't actually show up transparent, so that would be a problem. This goes for about $10, I think, the Duo adhesive, and if you're wondering why it's $10, it's because it's a nice big size. Really good for makeup artists who are working on clients and need a lot more lash glue than the average person, or someone who just likes to wear false lashes a lot. I would recommend getting this because even though it is $10, it's the good big size. And I like Duo the best because it does help your lashes stay on really well, but it's not going to hurt when you remove it. These are two Pro items, Pro only, I believe. This is the mixing medium. Again, this is a kit item. This is a really good item for makeup artists because you can shear out, say, something like MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to turn it into a really beautiful foundation. Concealer is going to be heavier. It's going to be more full coverage, so you don't necessarily want to put only MAC Pro Longwear foundation all over your face. I don't think that would look that awesome. But if you shear it out with something like this, you can use it as a foundation, and then you can use the concealer by itself and, you know, highlight underneath your eyes, cover any blemishes, things like that. This is the Studio Eye Gloss by MAC, and it is in the color Pearl Varnish. I kind of touched it already, so it does have, I don't know if you can see that I have kind of dipped into it a little bit. It is very, very, very thick and sticky. I know this came out in the Cinderella collection in special Cinderella packaging, and not a lot of people liked it. And I can see why, because it is so thick and sticky, but I just love the way it looks on my eyes. I just think it's beautiful. It is very trendy. It's definitely not for everyone, I'll say that. This was the last Cinderella item that I could get my hands on. No counters or stores had it in like the entire Metroplex where I live, but I managed to get the last lipstick, which was Free as a Butterfly. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful packaging there. Kind of sheer, just a really, really, really light color. You can barely even see it. But it does wash out my lips because it's so light and has a little bit of a frost to it, just like a tiny bit. But when I wear it over a natural lip liner, it looks gorgeous. Something from another collection that we recently had. This is the lipstick in Sin, and we normally carry that color, Sin. It's a beautiful lipstick color, very popular. But we're having a hard time keeping it in stock because it is so popular. So I was like, well, I can just get the one that's in the special packaging because I have been wanting this color. Very, very, very pretty. It's very matte. There it is right there. As you can see, a beautiful burgundy shade. It's kind of like Diva by MAC, but it's a little bit darker, has a little bit more of that purpley undertone. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm so excited I finally have this. And if you do have a Pro card, you can get a discount on limited edition packaging. You just have to wait 2 weeks until after the collection has already been launched. Hopefully everything will be sold out by then, kind of like Cinderella was, but I managed to get my hands on this and I got my Pro discount on it, so I was happy about that. I got a new lip liner. This is the lip pencil in the shade Subculture, and I just think it's a really, really beautiful neutral that is really good to wear with pretty much any light or nude lipstick because it gives definition. It's kind of like our lip liner called Spice, I think, but just a little bit lighter. Just like a warm, light brown. There it is right there. Every time I wear lipstick, I usually go with a slightly darker lip liner just because I love that definition and dimension. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. I personally use the color Spiked in our eyebrows, our eyebrow pencil. But I got Lingering for my kit because it can be used for light skin tone people who either have blonde hair or brown hair, because it just is like a really nice neutral cool toned brown. There it is. And also people with blonde hair most often they like to define their brows a bit, so you can use kind of like a light brown like this. And I just think our eyebrow pencils are awesome. They're very easy to use. And I got one brush. This I don't have that many MAC brushes actually, but this is the 210. And it is our precise liner brush, and it is just really, really, really awesome for applying liquid or gel liner just because it is so small and just gives a really nice precise line. I'm trying to get better at eyeliner. This actually wasn't from the MAC Pro store because this has been discontinued. This is the Strobe Liquid Lotion. I actually found it at a CCO when I went out of town for spring break, and it just gives the skin such a beautiful dewy glow. It can act as a really, really amazing primer. We have the strobe cream still, but the strobe cream I don't think is as intense. Many people really, really love this, so I'm not sure why it was discontinued, but I'm glad I got my hands on it, and I got it for a discount because it was at the cosmetics company outlet. If you don't know what that is, they have Estee Lauder owned brands such as Estee Lauder, Bobbi Brown, Clinique, MAC, and I believe that's it. It's really awesome because they don't always have discontinued things. Sometimes they have like colors that are in the normal collection still, and it's just overstock, and they have those colors for a discounted price. So, and I think it's usually like 30 to 40% off. So if you have a CCO near you, you should check it out. This was my first time ever going to Lush, so I was very, very, very excited. And I tried everything. What's really, really awesome about Lush is that they're willing to help you. Yes, they're just selling product, but I'm really just kind of fond of that brand, and I've heard so many great things about it. I love what that company stands for. But yeah, anyway, so they show you everything. They educate you about their products, and they demonstrate everything on you, so you can really like try the products and feel the products and see how they work. So this is the Skindrink, which is the facial moisturizer. And it's just a really thick moisturizer that feels very, very, very good on the skin. It's kind of a nasty, poopy color, but it feels amazing on the skin, and I am in love with it. I got the Feeling Younger skin tint because I think I saw someone use it in a tutorial, and it kind of acts as just a really nice like highlighter. Kind of like that strobe lotion, but that one's more okay for all over the face. This one is really intense, but you can kind of mix it with your moisturizer so that way it's not overly bright, and I guess you could use it to illuminate your skin a little bit. And the last thing I got from Lush was the Mint Julips lip scrub, which is a very, very nice gentle lip scrub. And of course, it smells amazing. So I was happy that I got to try things at Lush. Now for the stuff from Sephora. I finally got my hands on the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. No, I did not buy it just because it smells like chocolate, but I've seen so many gorgeous tutorials on this palette and heard so many amazing reviews on it from all kinds of YouTubers and everything. And so I finally got it, and I'm extremely, extremely happy that I have it. I have tried it a little bit. Yes, it is a high quality product that I think is well worth the money, and it's just beautiful. So I'm so happy to finally have this palette. Something that I've been wanting to try for a while was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I don't remember if I used this in my last tutorial, but I think it's a better value than getting one of the single powders, because the single powders I believe are $45 and this was, I want to say, $58, which is very expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's $58 is a lot of money to pay for a product, but it's neat because you get 3 different colors. The middle here is Incandescent Light, which is a shade exclusive to this palette. It's a really, really nice soft highlighter. This is Dim Light, which I kind of use all over my face just to kind of brighten my skin tone. And this one I can kind of use as, it's sort of like a blush type shade that I kind of use on my cheeks to kind of make my cheeks look a little bit brighter. You only need a little bit of this stuff to get it to work, and I don't see myself hitting pan on this anytime soon. So I'm in love. I do think it's worth the money. Yes, it's very hyped up, but once you try it and you see how it makes your skin look, you'll kind of see where all the hype's coming from. So there's that. I heard Holly Eats Lipstick talking about how this is one of her dry skin must-haves, and I normally don't buy high-end skincare, but I really want to try it because I recently tried Glam Glow. And I really, really, really liked it. So I also want to try this overnight mask. And the reason why I sigh is because that stuff is just so expensive. But I didn't think this was too overly expensive. And it is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. So I'm excited to try it. I have already tried this, my new Dipbrow pomade. I'm in the color medium brown, which is I wouldn't say it's that medium. I would say it's pretty dark. And it is cool tone because I do dye my hair darker sometimes. But it's a beautiful, beautiful product. Everyone loves it, as do I. Love the flawless look that it gives your brows with only requiring a little bit of product. I finally caved and got my hands on the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which is pretty pricey, but it really is beautiful. It's a gorgeous foundation. You only need a little bit to make your skin look flawless, and I love that they have so many shades because this is a perfect shade for me. I love that it comes with a pump. It's a very nice thin consistency. Looks great. She tried it on me at Sephora before I bought it, and it's really cool at Sephora now how they can scan. They scan your face to give your to find your foundation match, which I think is really, really awesome technology. This is another thing I wanted to get for my kit. Yes, a lot of these things I got for makeup artistry purposes, but I have been doing more gigs lately. But I'm also excited to use this for myself because everyone and their mother seems to love this. And I really do think $40 for this palette I think is a fantastic deal because you're getting 6 different shades. Yes, everyone loves this banana shade, but I also think these are fantastic contouring shades. And yes, it's a very professional product. Not everyone is going to want to use this because, you know, you might not use all these shades. But I think it's great. $40 I think is a fantastic deal. And I like that Anastasia has individual refill pans available on her website. I'm becoming more obsessed with lip liner lately. So I normally don't buy a high-end lip liner unless it's MAC so I can get my pro discount. But I wanted to find something that matched my lips really well. And this is the color. This is my lips, but better in a lip liner form. And the shade is called Perfect Nude. And you can't see my lip color right now, but it really does match my lip color really, really, really well. And it applies so creamy and feels so good on the lips. But I'm just obsessed with lip liner right now. I can't stop. I love lip liner. I think I already threw away the box, but I got the Clinique Berry Pop Cheek Pop Blush. Yes, it's adorable, but applies really, really, really nicely. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. It applies kind of sheer. You know, you're not going to be getting that color on your cheeks, but it is buildable color. I think it's a gorgeous blush, and I just love Clinique packaging. That is it for my haul, you guys. I know it was a crazy, huge haul, but it was also kind of collected from like from a few weeks period of time. And I just wanted to go ahead and show it to you guys and show you guys how excited I am about these products and recommend some things that I think are good for your kit if you are a makeup artist putting together a kit. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, you guys.